Lungelo.
Salumkela.
Sonzela.
Wamkelekile.
To the 128th state of the puppet nation.
Let's get it on. This week, the Guptas are operating from a distance.
This time we need to fit into our new home.
The next president of the ANC might be a woman.
Oh yes, I agree.
And the US campaign trail takes New York by storm.
All this and more. But first, this.
Rita, Deborah, seriously?
Is involved in a new website vying to finally express a black voice.
Which apparently means a lot of all caps and exclamations.
You're just jealous, my black brother.
Of what?
Of my column. My column is much better than your column. It is the pinnacle of black opinion making in this volatile time.
It's so good there's an entire category called Andile's column. Do you write about white evil a lot?
Have you read my column, black brother?
Does it talk about your new family, the Guptas?
Don't deviate my focus with your brainwashed views on the Guptas. When we both know the real threat is white settler capitalism. This is my black opinion.
Well, my black opinion is that the Guptas are also a problem.
Hey, when your black opinion is now grey because of your exposure to this devilry of white media.
Isn't it possible to find the Guptas and white dominance of the economy both problematic?
Your white colleague keeps trying to assault me with white logic.
Nothing I can do about that.
Shame, Justice. Is he so angry because his BFF's party isn't very popular?
Not BFF! BLF! Black First, Land First!
Sorry, did you say something? President Jacob Zuma celebrated his birthday this week. Quietly.
The president turned 74 and coincidentally shares his birthday with Pravin Gordhan.
Yes, I'm always happy to share.
That cake is just for you, though.
No. Look, this slice is for the finance minister.
Is this the way you divide other things up too?
Don't be silly, Justice. I just like having my cake and eating it too. What?
And Kanye West has made musical history.
Bet you never thought you'd say that.
The musician is the first to have a #1 on the Billboard charts purely thanks to streaming.
I'd like to thank God, me, for this great idea.
Over 250 million streams in the last few weeks. That's pretty impressive.
It's good, but it's not enough. There should be whole oceans of my music, not just streams.
You do know how this works, right? Streaming means people listening to it online.
Ye doesn't need to know how it works. Ye has people for that.
Wait, I thought you just thanked yourself for having this idea.
If my people have an idea, it's my idea. And I'm grateful to Kanye for choosing those people to have my ideas for me.
You know, I can't take this anymore. Just well done and let's move on.
Ye thanks you, and so do I.
Are you strong, independent, making your own way in the world? What is the one thing that defines you as a woman? Your bank balance? Your husband?
Sorry, what?
Is it your children? Your degrees? Maybe it's your car. There are so many differences between all the women out there, so many unique, defining qualities. But the one most impactful thing that all you women have to be the most proud of, not your best-selling book, not your groundbreaking medical discovery, no, not even the country that you run. It's your boobs, yes. Now show them to us men. It's the only reason we keep you in the boardroom. You're welcome. Make me a sandwich. Forget Cleavage Day. We want Cleavage Month because your boobs are all we care about.
Fuck off, perverts, fine.
Last week at Lansera Airport, all was quiet. All was still, except for a jet plane heavily loaded with Gupta brothers and possessions.
They gone.
But their money, for now, is still here.
Welcome, brothers. How are you? We are great. Now we must just make sure everybody else is knowing that. Why wouldn't they? This time we need to fit into our new home. Look at me. I look like a son of Dubai. Yes, you look very chic. Get it? I'm blending in. Shall I be mother? You look like her in that dress. I look like I'm from Dubai. That is what we did wrong in South Africa. We didn't look like we came from Durban. South Africa is fine. Just look. Oh no! That guy is filling that tender in wrong. Yeah, give it. Much better. Hey, he is putting it in the wrong folder. Maybe we should go back? No need. Let us check on our main man. What is he doing? I think he misses us. He better. If he knows what is good for him, who wouldn't miss us? We're great. Let me turn this thing off for a bit.
ANC Secretary General Gwede Mantashe has defended the ruling party's rejection of the bid to impeach Zuma.
While admitting that the party is losing the public trust and that is a problem that needs to be addressed, he says that the ANC was right to support his president.
No. We will never impeach our own president.
You did it before with Thabo Mbeki.
No. Yes. But that was a different time, different ANC. Now we address problems head on. The ruling party can do better. Together we all can. Check this. Comrade Jacob here has been having some lessons.
I get it now. The economy is no laughing matter.
No. Excellent. Now, when someone asks about the students, actually, Justice, would you mind?
Sure. Mr. President, what about the students?
The youth is vital to a country's progress. We ignore the youth at our own peril.
And when the opposition members shout, you say?
I heard you. I hear your complaints and they are being dealt with, Honorable Member.
Deborah, ask him about unemployment.
Tell me about unemployment.
The number of unemployed increased by a small percentage to 180,000.
No. Yes, very good.
But fortunately, none of those unemployed people are in my family.
No. It's a work in progress. We take it one day at a time, Deborah.
Home Affairs Minister Malusi Gigaba has announced the launch of the e-channel pilot project, saying it will take the modernization of the department forward.
South Africans will now be able to apply for passports and smart ID cards at South Africa's 4 major banks.
We are very proud. We also are very modern, very hip, very today, very current. Look, I'm here at the bank right now.
So how will this new system work?
It is very modern and it works with modern technology, allowing all the people to be real people on the line without standing in the line.
That sounds great. I'm going to the bank for my new smart card tomorrow.
You can't go, Justice. You don't qualify.
Huh? Oh, why not? What's wrong with me, Deborah? Hey, what's wrong with me, Mr. Gigaba?
Nothing, except you are not aged between 30 and 35. Only they are allowed on the line for now.
What? What other restrictions are there?
None really. You must take your proof of address that proves that you live in a street called Oak or Sycamore or any other tree.
So I have to move?
And you must wear size 35 long trousers and be able to see the 3D graphics on the form that will be dropped off at your office only if it is on the 5th floor and has helicopter access.
That's crazy. We don't even have a 5th floor.
If you did, this system would make your life so much easier. See, anyone can use this system at any time. It's changing the way South Africans perceive government. We are no state bureaucracy. This is the future.
Oh, what ho, gentle folks? Stiff upper lip and all that.
We have a message for all the South Africans living in England in the pissing driving rain. Never sure whether or not to root for Kevin Peterson. You guys who own corgis because the Queen ruled that you must. We have faster internet now.
Yeah, so fast the guy doesn't stop mid-pump during your porn because he's buffering.
But you see, we know why you left. It had nothing to do with the internet being old and slow. For most of you, it was because you were terrified of black people being in charge. Because, well, you're pretty racist.
Whoa, dude, totally not cool.
So now that we've got faster internet, we're going to make sure you can Skype your grandkids in South Africa, order your favorite biltong and Mrs. Balls online, and even watch schoolboy rugby online and root for your old school to kick the bliksem out of your historical rivals.
Oh, because boy-on-boy violence is the best.
We're going to do all of this to make sure that you never, ever come back to South Africa. You're welcome.
Hey, Deborah, did you read about that guy who was trying to get the court to let him have sex with his girlfriend?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he was awaiting trial and he wanted conjugal visit.
I genuinely don't care.
The court heard evidence that his girlfriend was a bit of a screamer.
Oh, suddenly glad none of my exes ever wanted conjugal visits from me. I'd hate for that to be on record.
What? That you ask? Huh? Deborah, I want to change the subject, but my mind can't move on from that image.
Enjoy it while you can.
I can't enjoy it, Deborah. It's disgusting.
Drop it.
With the cause for Zuma to resign still coming from many sides, speculation as to who will succeed him heats up.
2 women have been named as potential candidates. Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma and Baleka Mbete.
Of course, it is a great honor. Sorry, you speak first. I recognize you. No, you are Madam Speaker. You should speak.
Let me make this easier for you. Honorable Mbete, do you feel you'd be an ideal presidential candidate?
I recognize in myself many great presidential attributes, and I believe it is definitely time for a woman to lead. Oh yes, I agree. What in Tabafazi? What in Timbogodo?
And what sets you apart from other presidential hopefuls?
I do believe one of my chief attributes is simply a change from Zuma. I believe certain people within this country would like to move away from all things Zuma. I think people want to move away from all allegations of corruption, goldfields. Also, I've been right here in the thick of things, and I have been building our country's reputation internationally. You've been away so long, I don't recognize you anymore.
Ladies, settle down.
Who are you calling ladies? Honestly, the media these days, so rude. Luckily, they have no say in who becomes president. Else we'd really be in trouble.
Wow, Deborah, talk about overreaction.
Ladies!
Now that the local election date has been announced, parties are in full swing.
The DA launched their new activist app this week to encourage their voters to get more involved with the party.
That's right, Deborah. And we already have thousands of users.
So what does the app actually do?
It enables you to learn more about the DA or join us in canvassing for voters.
So your app is encouraging random strangers to knock on my door and tell me to vote DA?
Isn't it exciting? But just wait till our additional features are rolled out. Soon, you'll be able to join a virtual protest.
A virtual protest?
Yes, that's what I said. Look, I have the new features here. If I click on this button, it sends my avatar to a protest outside Parliament. Amandla!
Your avatar is protesting?
Yes! Along with hundreds of other avatars. Now you can toy, from the comfort of your nearest Vida branch.
Isn't that... What's the word I'm looking for? Totally meaningless?
There's also a feature with inspirational quotes. Listen.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln.
Doesn't that move you?
Wasn't this app meant to make me more likely to vote for you?
Now just tap here and I can share the quote to Twitter and Facebook with #VoteDA.
I think we've lost him to the app.
Now you can be an activist. Let me add the DA logo to my Avi. #DA is awesome. #winning.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Exactly!
Minister of Higher Education and Training and current Secretary General of the SACP, Nzimande, released a statement in commemoration of the assassination of Chris Hani.
The SACP leader was gunned down outside his home 23 years ago.
Is Blade back?
He went somewhere?
He went very quiet.
I hope he liked it there.
We must uproot and annihilate the neoliberal factionalist state of mind salient in the ruling party.
Do you support the ANC's decision not to impeach the president?
Of course, as an ally, we must support the ruling party.
And what about the students' movement and continuing protests across university campuses?
What about the spirit of Comrade Chris Hani, whose embryonic demise has left a purulent cicatrix on our nation's soul?
It's no use asking about the students' justice. How about the Constitutional Court decision on Nkandla?
Rule of law is imperative in a democracy.
You mean like the insult law you propose to protect the president from ridicule?
When faced with a demagogic pluralism, we must uplift the proletariat while castigating the bourgeoisie agenda.
What was that?
This thing is broken. I need a new one. I will return momentarily. Just remember.
Long live the spirit of Chris Hani, long live.
Doesn't sound broken.
Not the loud hailer, no.
Attention all fake Sheilas and Bruces. That's Areli Chivons and Buxtons. So sure, you have sunshine and beaches there, but you also have the risk of a boomerang hitting you in the back of the head at any given moment.
Shame.
You might have heard by now that the internet here is a whole lot better than it was when you left. So we can watch the cricket on live stream while chilling on the stoop. But we want to make one thing very, very clear. Please put down the shrimp and step away from the barbie.
This is important.
We don't want any of you racists thinking that this is a good reason to come home. Seriously, it's cool. Stay there. Whilst with Matilda, just leave us alone.
For the sake of this puppy, please. It's time for our weekly treat.
What, chocolate?
No, Riyadh.
Deborah, Justice, oh, my wonderful day just got a whole lot better for seeing your lovely faces.
Thanks, Rian, you spectacular cuddle bunny. Isn't he, Justice?
He's very nice, yes.
Thanks, Justice. And may I just say that you're very nice too. And if you ever need a place to stay when they're fumigating your house for termites, you're very welcome to sleep on my couch.
Thanks, Riyadh. That's weirdly specific of you.
Why, do you have a termite problem, Justice?
Not that I know of, but now I'm a little worried.
You can never be too careful, Justice. And good luck repairing that leak in your bathroom.
Wait, what leak?
Never mind that. Rian, where are you taking us today?
Well, Deborah, can you believe it was 20 years ago that the Truth and Reconciliation hearings began? Let me take you back. Good evening, goeienaand, dumelang. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission began work today with its first formal hearing in East London. The commission, which is chaired by Archbishop Desmond Tutu, is expected to hear thousands of witness accounts from victims of apartheid, as well as its perpetrators. I'm honored to be joined now by TRC Chairman Archbishop Tutu.
Hi, Rian, and thank you for such a warm welcome.
Only a pleasure. Now, Archbishop, it sounds like the TRC hearings are going to be a monumental and grueling task.
Oh, yes, they certainly will, but, it's no different to what I usually do, you see.
Vrachis! I must say I admire your dedication and commitment, Archbishop.
Well, at least I know for sure that it won't be boring, Apartheid has always had a way of keeping me awake.
And thank goodness for that. Now, Archbishop, another task of the TRC is to hear witnesses who committed crimes in defense of apartheid and consider their applications for amnesty. Don't you worry that this might anger apartheid's victims?
We must all learn how to forgive, Rian, so that we can get along with building our beautiful rainbow nation.
So would you say forgive Pierre Botha, for example?
Well, yes, if he applies for amnesty, I will find it in my heart to forgive him.
Or Magnus Malan?
Yes, I suppose it would be in the spirit of reconciliation.
I've got a whole list here, Archbishop. F.W. de Klerk, Wouter Basson, Eugene Treblanche.
I think I just need a little lie down.
Les Bridges.
I just think if I can just
Adrian
close
Vlok.
my eyes for a
Buck
few
Botha.
minutes.
Stoffel van der Merwe.
Better soon.
It's been quite fun watching the Panama Papers fall out this week.
Oh, yes, so many countries with dodgy leaders. Not just us. We're not the only corrupt ones. Other world leaders are also hated by their public.
Speaking of which, let's cross to Scott with the US news.
It doesn't matter if you're red or blue this week. Everyone wants to take New York, which for several candidates is familiar turf. Will it be Brooklyn Bernie or Wall Street Hill? Can Donald play the Trump Tower home advantage? Yeah, I'm out of Brooklyn, but I've been in Tribeca. I'm kind of famous now, but I'll be hood forever. I'm the underdog, and if I make it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they'll vote for me everywhere.
Start writing the news. I'm winning today. I'm gonna
father's a bastard, asshole, son of a racist, and a German who loses millions as fast as he's got them. A misogynist, imperialist, a bigot, managed to get the votes of anybody, to be honest.
In New York, concrete jungle where people like me, there's right votes I can win.
I wanna wake up after a night of little sleep and find I'm queen of the polls and my lead is deep.
It's New York. A win would make me feel brand new, like I was 72.
These old ex-wife blues are melding away. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch these Wall Street claims in old New York.
Voting for your future, see me now as I stand in the tower of my triumph, trying to take over this land.
Vote for me, New York, New York, New York.
If I can win it here, I can win it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York.
Oh, New York, won't you vote for this man? Yeah, New York, won't you vote for this man? Please, New York.
Vote for me, New York, New York, New York.
It's all for you, New York, New
Next stop,
York.
Wall Street. Wall Street. Stay clear of the closing doors, please. Please, New York. Ah! My hair! It's stuck! Help! Don't just stand there, bitch! Do something!
The Panama Papers have caused a lot of trouble for UK Prime Minister David Cameron.
The Tory leader has tried to defend himself by complaining that he's trapped in wealth. Mr. Cameron, I'm willing to take some of that terrible burden off your heads if you need.
You mock me, you mock. But have you any idea how burdensome it is to be filthy rich?
Nope.
Oh, no.
You get all these statements from people about money, and there are just so many zeros. I mean, pretty soon, my eyes get tired.
Definitely not the kind of problem I've encountered.
You know when you find £100 note in your inner tuxedo pocket and you completely forgot about?
Why not just assume we're going to answer no to all these scenarios?
It's like that, only with, gosh, it seems millions. I had no bally idea.
Justice, I've got 50 rand here. Should we go for coffee while he wines?
Sure.
It's ruddy unfair of people to expect me to keep track. I don't know where anything is most of the time. Wait, where did they go? Drat and blatherskite. If you find any money of mine, just pop it in an envelope and send it to me.
So there you have it, folks. Zuma's trying to learn some new ways, and Cameron is trying to whistle out of his old ways.
This has been the 128th state of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ow!
What?
Deborah, I don't know what's happening. I suddenly just... Ow! Damn it, Guptas!
We told you you can't have this show!
Sorry, worth a try. We can make you a better offer.
No!